Alright, we brought Bladestorm to level cap. One of the skills that doesn't actually scale with Demolishers. Last week, we saw a bunch of Ash builds featuring the new, or the reworked, Bladestorm that now is affected by melee mods. And here, I have my own version, which allows you to kill Demolists. Not with finishers, but with the bleed from Bladestorm. This is completely different from how we would normally work to get the damage increased for the finishers and to do all this stuff that you've probably seen other people doing. I'm gonna make a separate video to talk about how everything works and how to increase the damage of your Bladestorm to work with Demolishers. This video is gonna be about the run, how it was, and the whole comments around it. Yeah, as best as I can, I guess. So, this run was really problematic. Not this one in particular. This one is just flowing, thank God. The first one I tried was on a Fisher, and that went terribly bad because the amount of Steel Path BS that you see when you're on a Fisher fighting against Corpus enemies specifically, like Fusion Moas, especially Fusion Moas. Fusion Moas are the most retarded enemies against invisible frames. If you played enough with them, you probably know why. Other than that, nullifiers are a pain in the butt. I've got my KAVAT Chakra here to generate energy and stuff. And with this setup, killing the nullifiers and stuff was terrible, was oblivious. It took me 5 hours to get close to the level to round 40, and I ended up failing because at some point things just go south, and when they go south they go like crazy terrible in a extremely short amount of time. I mean, like 3, who knows, even 4 deaths in a single round. And I was running Zeniric at that time. I overestimated the amount of energy I would need, and so that was not necessary. And now I'm having no problems. And Chakra with Exhilarate is actually helping me keep my energy. This is overkill. Yep, it's dead. Nice. And just in time I got an affinity buff with a Acolyte coming. Let's just wait for him to show up. Torment also never happened before, but as soon as she spawns in, she was just giving me the worst slash procs I've ever seen. Like 100% aimbot. I know I could have waited to see if I could get another affinity proc, but this run's been so unlucky that I just took it. Okay, that's not good. So, yeah. I'm trying to remember now what I was talking about. The Steel Path BS. Yeah, Torment. Torment was a pain. Never. What happened the past few runs I had. This is the 3rd time I'm trying this, and I changed my build. Not the build, but the weapons build and the focus tree. And really, Unire is the way to go. I've got some. I recovered myself a couple times on this run, and I reached level cap without any death. That was really done because of the specifics of the build. Every time I run level caps with Ash, you might see it and see that like the builds look the same, the loadouts, everything kind of looks like the same, but there is really good reason for that, because it's a bunch of gears that you have to put on and make them work in order to get the best results. one mod that you're not using will just make this a complete pain. And yeah, it's just like that. If you don't have like something like the casting speed, you're probably gonna die while trying to get back into invisibility. And if you don't have rolling guard, you're probably gonna get killed by Arson Exima's heat wave and all that stuff. Another thing I have to say is that I can't really, although this is doable, it is probably not even close to viable. If you get an invigoration on Ash, then this could be a walk in the park. But without that, it's probably not the best idea to attempt something like this. One of the reasons, the main reasons, is because your Blade Storm, exactly that. Your Blade Storm, you create clones of yourself. Enemies try to attack those clones. Arson Eximus is gonna use... Think of it as every single Eximus is gonna use their special ability when they see your clones. So Arson Eximus is gonna use the Heat Wave. The Blitz is gonna start punching the ground. The Shock will spawn the orbs, and the orbs will not try to follow your clones. They're gonna come straight at you. And even normal enemies, it seems like when they see your clones, they have like a general idea of where you are, and they will be ready to when you get out of invisibility and just one tap you. So this build makes it the conduits that were kind of problematic much more dangerous. And I'm talking like toxin weapons, which are toxin weapons, health drain, shield drain. All of those are pretty dangerous. There's also some inconsistency sometimes with the Blade Storm, and I could not understand why during the run. But it is something like I'm hitting like a truck, and then I'm not hitting, like not even close to what it should be. This is really unique. I think it might be the first level cap with ability that I've ever done. I think it's probably that. Other than weapons, and it's been pretty interesting. I am even thinking about doing one more round, just to talk a little bit more. Because, yeah, there is a bunch of stuff you have to worry about, and it's just... It just made me think how crazy level caps with Revenant are now. How easy they are compared to level cap with invisible frames. It's insane. They're so extremely easy now. Revenant. You know, it's really... The clones... Like, talking again about the clones, one thing that they just enabled is a crap ton of splash damage or collateral damage. Damage you would not normally take if you were just invisible. But because you are, your clones are visible, enemies are gonna shoot napalms, bombards, and even the shield lancers are gonna start shooting probably towards you again. For some reason, not towards the clones, it's towards you. It's like they gain an idea of where you are. Yeah, it's really like that. And I was actually surprised that that I said before, the amount of energy I needed. One of the things I had to do was to tweak the melee build, and I'm gonna show you guys later and on the other video, more specifically, because I brought the Venka because of the combo multiplier, but I tried 3 different builds. In each run I tried a different one. And this is the one that worked the best. It is kind of a mix between having combo and also damage to kill better with the Blade Storm. You probably know melee mods have 0 influence on Blade Storm against Demolishers, but they do against the normal enemies, so it's good to have them. against the demolishers, there's just a couple things that actually affected, and so that's actually one of the things that makes this build really restrictive in terms of what you can use or not. As I said before, you got a lot of parts moving, and you can really move a lot of them, a lot of gears working together to get the result. So yeah. Oh Jesus. I am probably not gonna die because where's the other demo? The other demo should be lower, yeah, in HP. Oh, I lost one. Ah. Oh, no problem. Okay, health drain. Yeah. Good thing is that I'm not gonna die. If you don't have a certain threshold at SAP, if you don't have a certain threshold, you will not take the tick, so you will not die. As long as I don't get hit, I should be fine. So yeah, I'm not using energized, not using steadfast. The energy is really coming from sometimes pads. A lot of the energy comes from Eximus units, which usually drop energy arms on heal. I'm not sure if it is. It's probably not 100%, but it's a good chance. Or I don't know. It might be. I remember they changing it, but I don't remember the percentage. That accelerate, and eventually some pads. Sometimes enemies take a good time to kill. The checker not only is a decent weapon to proc accelerate, it also saved me a couple times. Yeah, I probably lost my combo. Have to generate that back. It saved me in occasions where I had like an energy, especially energy drain. Energy drain is the worst. We had energy drain. My on-call crewmate was on CD because that's a huge lifesaver. It is unbelievable if you played enough disruptions, you know. And those moments I also took advantage of Yunaru, armor stripped it, and just killed it. And really the big help was that the Chucker is such a good weapon. Solid weapon. Unbelievably solid. Okay. Probably wondering how many casts do I need per demolisher. And I actually made a build to kill with 6 rocks, 6 casts. But some demolishers require much more, some require less. Shit. I'm not gonna... Oh. Here's the reason why. Oh, I didn't have I lost roar mid. Got it. No, the steel essence. Done. Right. Okay. Last demolisher, and we're out. It's really. I am. Sometimes it's just like it's like the planets align and everything goes perfectly, and sometimes you have to cast like 10 times, which is kind of crazy. Okay. Oh. Okay. I might get killed. I think the health drain is like 25, so if while I'm below 25 I'll not get a tick and I will not die or something like that. Okay. You're gonna drop me a key. Yep. Okay, I might be dead. Oh Jesus. Oh boy. Conduit resupply. That can be good and bad. If I get I probably won't get enough health to just drop dead. But that's okay. The other runs were so much bad stuff happened that I think that I might be able to make a video only with the footage from that run. You know, when the bad stuff happens, that it's kind of too bad to be true. There's too good to be true and too bad to be true. Like the Acolyte spawns in, but there is Arson Maximus that punches the ground and knocks you back, and that knockback actually throws you to the void, and then you get like reset. And when you reset, there is another enemy waiting for you there that will just one-tap you. That's how it goes. Yeah. See, I'm gonna do something that I usually forget. Like every run I forget doing. Oh, not here. It is scanning the enemies. I'm also trying to drink a coffee, but it's kind of already cold because this thing is quite a lot of action. One level cap a day keeps Simaris happy. Imagine doing that every day. Okay. Done. There we go. Timer around the 4 hours, or maybe 3.5. The first 20 rounds were done like in an hour or something like that. It was pretty fast. After that, the things slowed down exponentially, I would say. I actually took note while playing on the amount of casts that I needed from Bladestorm to work. Let's go over the build now. Okay. Everything here is made to increase our Bladestorm damage. Fury will increase the damage. Augmented will increase the damage. I think Blade Charger could probably increase the damage more, but then I would have to take a primary and rely on that. I think it's 20-second window. Is it? Oh, 12-second window. Nope. Yeah, I think it would be much better than a mode augmented, but I just 12-second window having to get the primary kills. No, thank you. Steel Charge is slightly better than Growing Power. Other than that, I didn't want to include anything too fancy in here to not increase the cost dramatically, like Blind Rage. But you could try, but yeah, it's just a bunch of stuff you would have to change on the build. Rolling Guard is a must. Primed Flow is really good to have. Natural Talent is really good, not only for Smokescreen but also for Roar, because you're just gonna have to use it. Don't have a lot of range. I don't, but you don't need more than this. Yeah, don't need more than this. Rising Storm helps with the building your combo counter if you happen to lose it, and I did quite a few times. Other than this, yeah, I think it's nothing that I would change really. 5 Archon Shards, 1 is Talforged. So that's gonna give me like, what, 55 extra ability strength? This is what the Bladestorm is looking like. The KAVAT, you need Hush. Just trust me, you need Hush. Whenever you're playing visibility frames, you need your weapons to be silent, or you'll get wrecked easily. Primary Accelerate works amazing actually with Chakra, so it is a good pick. And I should have killed the target with the KAVAT Chakra. And yeah, the TENET CYCRON is the primer. I only need Viral, nothing else. I used the Kuva Nucor the first time. That was a mistake. The Kuva Nucor was proccing radiation. Enemies were attacking themselves. Enemies attacking themselves is terrible because splash damage, splash collateral, or whatever you want to call it, and the Venka Prime build. This is the build that I had. But I would say the only thing that's gonna increase not even gonna increase the damage from Bladestorm and Demolishers is just the combo counter. That's why the Venka. Everything else other than this, because I like to have the combo counter for utility, is to increase the damage on Bladestorm on normal enemies. Unaro, I would say, is a must. It just allows you to revive yourself. That's how I went from failing to actually getting the thing done. And a SMEETA KAVAT to buff the drops, and also the energy charm work amazing. Yeah, that's about it. Let me know what you think about Bladestorm now. What do you think about this run? Leave it a like, subscribe. Peace.
Till next time, friends.